Hey y'all, we're at the time of year where I'll probably start sharing more info from the TWID, just because as we get closer to the launch of the Edge of Fate, the info may be more relevant and less filled with fluff. So here we go, I'll try to keep it short. Regarding Rite of the Nine, this week is the second in rotation for Prophecy, which means those delving and fighting the Taken will earn increased currency rewards and additional weapon drops from enemy kills. Take this chance and farm those rolls you're craving. When the third dungeon, aka Prophecy, completes rotation, we enter a new phase in Rite of the Nine. Starting Tuesday, June 17th, all three dungeons will be available to play at any time, and during that very week, all three will have increased currency drops. After that, each dungeon will rotate weekly and have a week of increased rewards. Check the calendar below, aka these dates right here, from now through July 15th. Completing all encounters in any Rite of the Nine dungeon in a single run will award extra drops from the final boss. Completing all encounters in any Rite of the Nine dungeon at Eternity or Ultimatum difficulty in a single run will award an armor piece. These are on a knockout list. Each clear will grant a new armor piece until you've completed your set. From June 17th until June 24th, increased currency drops will be active for all dungeons. From June 24th until July 8th, all dungeons are available and one will have increased currency rewards and a chance for weapons to drop from enemy kills, as well as increased loot from the final boss chest when completing all encounters in the featured dungeon. Week of June 24th, Spire of the Watcher. Week of July 1st, Ghosts of the Deep. Week of July 8th, Prophecy. And something new, starting June 24th, the Emissary will offer a handful of exotics for players looking to round out their exotic weapon arsenal. More will be added each week through the Edge of Fate launch. Quick side note, by the way, we don't know yet what exotics we'll be getting from the Emissary, so stay tuned, I guess. From July 8th until July 15th, Lootapalooza will begin. Increased currency rewards and weapon drops from enemies in all dungeons. And something else new, even more increased loot from the final boss chest when completing all encounters. Moving on, we are getting a new engram, NONARY Engrams. Starting on July 1st, a new item will be available on the Emissary, NONARY Engrams. This engram will be filled to the brim with hand-picked cosmetic rewards spanning multiple years of D2 content. Some are newer, like Hollow Chips, while others are a blast from the past, like Crimson Day emotes. So how do you actually earn these? Starting July 1st, players may purchase NONARY engrams using 350 NONARY manifolds at the Emissary, up to 20 during Rite of the Nine. Starting July 8th, players will be awarded one additional NONARY engram each day just for signing into the game. Just be sure to claim it from the Emissary. With the Edge of Fate just around the corner, we are very excited to close out Rite of the Nine with a bang. Regarding bounties and the shooting range. As with many of our yearly expansions, bounties will be receiving an update alongside the Edge of Fate. Many bounties, such as destination bounties, will continue to exist in their current form as a way for players to get some XP while exploring the ETZ, Dreaming City, or other areas. Others, such as armor synth bounties on Ada 1, will receive a small update to help players earn progress across more activities in the portal. To help players avoid loss of XP, glimmer, or other rewards, we're providing a quick list of bounties that will be removed with Destiny 2 Update 9.0.0.1. We recommend redeeming all bounties before July 15th. Here's what is staying: destination bounties, the EDZ, the Cosmodrome, Nessus, the Dreaming City, the Moon, Europa, the Throne World, Neomuna, Eternity, clan bounties, and armor synth bounties. Here's what is leaving: vendors, Trials of Osiris, the Gunsmith, and episodic vendors. So TLDR, if it is your thing, bounty prepping will still be a thing with the Edge of Fate, aka completing bounties and holding onto them into a new expansion so you can turn them in and get some XP right away. Just make sure to not hold any bounties under the leaving category. Moving on, Ada 1, one of our greatest fashion vendors, is getting new duties when the Edge of Fate launches. Don't worry, she will keep bounties available so players can earn the necessary materials to unlock armor customization currencies, but they have been simplified, removing activity-specific requirements and introducing flexible activity-agnostic objectives for optional pathways and progression modifiers. With one exception, raid and dungeon bounties will remain as they are now. Ada 1 will also provide a way for players to focus exotic armor at the launch of the Edge of Fate, as we announced last week. Players will be given an amount of currency to focus armor pieces with a specific stat package as they embark on their new journey into the Year of Prophecy. Note, players must play D2 before July 15th to receive these currencies. Therefore, hop in today to start getting ready for the launch. Our forgetful gunsmith Banshee 44 will also receive an update so he can help Guardians round out their collections with legacy gear. If there are any legacy weapons you've been looking for to complete your arsenal, you are a new player in need of some initial gear, or you are simply looking for a handful of weapons to start with in the Edge of Fate with desirable perk rolls, Banshee will offer legacy weapons for purchase. All these will cost a small amount of enhancement cores and glimmer. Also, an update regarding the shooting range that will come with the Edge of Fate. You've seen the footage. It's a big room where you have many enemies and enemy types on which you can test abilities, supers, weapons, and their perks. While our plans initially were to launch this area at the tower 3 weeks after the expansion launches, we changed our minds. You will now be able to test your build starting July 15th. That is day 1 of the Edge of Fate. Cheers. Real quick, side note from me, good lord, what a good change. They were planning on gatekeeping the shooting range for 3 weeks after Edge of Fate launched? Like why? Why? I don't know. Again, really good change. And now for some weird news. Iron Banner in the Edge of Fate. When the Edge of Fate launches on July 15th, Iron Banner will be on hiatus for a time. After centuries of non-stop work, Saladin will be taking a well-deserved break and will return with his PvP game mode to the tower in September when the Ash and Iron major update arrives. Those of you looking to scratch the Crucible itch will have a variety of game modes available. For starters, Heavy Metal will be coming back as an event in the future. Also, starting July 29th, Trials of Osiris will have new weapons and armor to earn as you prove yourselves every weekend through September. We'll have further details in a future twid on more PvP playlist updates, but we would like to call out a new playlist coming on week 1 of the Edge of Fate, Cutting Edge. Cutting Edge allows only featured seasonal weapons, armor, and exotics to be used against your opponents. This will provide a fun space, not only to focus on newer gear, but to focus up the meta in some ways. We're excited to see which weapons rise to the top and what builds players come up with outside of the tried and true exotic pairings that we see commonly today. And even weirder, Gambit in the Edge of Fate. Gambit has always been a PvEVP game mode with a loyal fan base and a lot of, let's say, funny anecdotes from eccentric Uncle Drifter. As the Edge of Fate approaches, we wanted to share with y'all that Gambit will also be taking a form of hiatus. Players will still be able to play the activity and earn legacy rewards for transmog purposes, and the activity will live under the Worlds tab as it does now. If there is any specific gear you're looking for, Drifter will still be able to focus them as a vendor. This is not the end of Gambit though. Besides continuing to support the mode for legacy rewards and triumphs, we have plans to bring the spotlight back to Gambit in the future with updated rewards and mechanics that players haven't seen since the days of Prime. And there you go. Iron Banner will be going on vacation and Gambit going on a leave of absence, apparently. We'll share more info as needed as we continue to approach the Edge of Fate. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.